Okay, up next we have a presentation from Hitomi Hasebe and Katsushi Tamaki, Beyond ALS, Scenery of a Family Living with Public Nursing Services.
Thank you, Alayan. We are good. And today we introduce you ALS patient living in Japan with his family and receiving many caregivers' help. The video will take about 10 minutes, so please relax and enjoy. See you later.
東宝さんとアーカー健三さんとかアーカーさん、恩田、アーカーさん、東宝さんと山田です。和気あいあいとなんか皆さんが話せるような感じの空間を作りたいなっていうふうに考えてますんで、ちょっとそれをなんか別枠で。
素晴らしいものを作ってください。
ねえ、お前がごちゃごちゃったらさ、おデブ3人組がここにバシャバシャってやって水がほとんどなくなって足湯になるのと同じなんだよ。デブ3人組がバシャバシャ。
行ってきます。洋平さんじゃあ行ってきます。お願いします。はい。うちの主人の場合、最初は食事介助から始まったので、食事に2時間かけて1食食べ終わるっていうのが最初の介護だったと思うんですけど、家族介護が大変だった時って、例えば土日とか本当にうちの両親とかおばさんとかが子供をずっと預かってくれてたんですよ。なんか介護って本当に終わりが見えないので、もう夜中全然寝れなくって、本当にちょっとしたことの手の位置を変えてくれっていうことで2時間おきに起こされたりすると、本当にもう勘弁してくれという気持ちにすごく本当になるので、でもそれは当たり前なんだと思います。
アーカーサーターナー派は応答相当 ETC 当時アーカー応答相当呼吸器をつける前後は本当に病の進行が早くて ALS と共に生活をしていけるのかが分かりませんでした。生まれてばかりの娘と上の幼い2人の子供たちを常に見ていた妻のことを考えてあげられるような余裕は当時の私にはありませんでした。妻が私の夜勤を週に3回も見てくれていた時に、妻が笑わなくなってこのままではダメだ、妻が壊れてしまうと感じるようになりました。そこから徐々にヘルパーさんたちに私のケアを任せるようになりました。
When you are diagnosed with ALS, you are entitled to receive public nursing services from visiting care for persons with severe disabilities and or the long-term care insurance system. There are advantages and disadvantages for using visiting care for persons with severe disabilities. Advantages include being able to have helpers by your side for consecutive hours. Therefore, you can go out or travel without having to worry about hours. Also, the certification to be a helper can be obtained easily. Disadvantages include there are fewer welfare service businesses because the government offers cheaper subsidies. Also, in order to use this service, you have to have a high level of classification of disability specified by the government. The long-term care insurance system also has advantages and disadvantages. Advantages include there are more businesses available. Also, you can use various kinds of supportive welfare devices on a lease in a low cost. However, this system only allows short and specific cares. The certification can be obtained by at least a month to 6 months of training. These two systems can be used simultaneously. However, Mr. Yamada uses only visiting care for persons with disabilities.
おはようございます。起きますか？はい。ポロシャツ選んでください。これでごめん、パンツが絶対食い込んでる。ごめんね、お尻触るよ。言わないで直なんかでも言わないで直したらさ、見えないところで触ってるようになる。よいしょ。ごめんなさい、ベルトだけ引っ張ってもらえると。これ、はい。呼吸かす丈夫。はい、OK です。
分かれてるんですけど。
ちょっと逆に塩梅悪くて、あと今足がちょっと怪しくなってきてるっていう状況なんですね。あと今喋りも今結構一生懸命喋ってる。プロレスが回りにくくなりつつあるなっていう。
あ、すみません、山田です。よろしくお願いします。山田です。
あ、すみません、ありがとうございます。
息早いでうくすおこそとのほもよ。めっちゃ早いですよ。あ、口文字があってですか。多分周りを頼ってくれたり信じてくれたっていうところで長い関係が今も続くことができているのかなっていうのはすごい感じてます。
それまでがすごい大変だった。洋平さん自身が俺若の他人を家に入れるわけじゃないですか。だから最初全然信じてくれないんだよね。いろいろもう結構言い合いしましたよ。気絶する前とかする前はその本人の葛藤がすごいあったし。なんか思い出すとやめてくれ。
そう、またうち洋平さんに見てこれ、新しいのがある。これも見てよ。原田さんだったのか。海みたいな。これも新しいよ。これ見たことないみたいなカップラーメンは。
仕事本当金曜日遅く帰ってくる時はもう洋平さんに任せっぱなしなので、なんかそういうふうに子供を見ててねって言える環境が作れたっていうのもすごいなとは思います。安心して任せられるので。
普通の夫婦でいられるってことですもんね。
そうですね。ヘルパーさんが入っていてくれる時は普通の夫婦でいられます。
エースでお願いします。ユーマ怒るから。パパユーマでゲームなしでいいね。カタカタがないね。
私が ALS と診断を受けてから約8年になります。日々の生活をサポートしてくれるスタッフがいれば普通の生活を送れることを学びました。絶対に諦めないでください。治療法が見つかる日はそんなに遠くはありません。
Beyond ALS
OK です。
走れ走れる。
Did you enjoy? Thank you so much. Did you enjoy our presentation? Thank you. I'm sorry almost about the presentation in Japanese. And I explain about nursing care insurance system a little bit more. Japanese people have to start to pay the cost of insurance from 45 years old until death. That insurance cover the cost of nursing home and caregivers cost and other services. And the amount of payment is from 10% of the total cost and up to 30%. It depends on the annual income or monthly income. And and also additional information about lip communication. Maybe Mr. Yamada used that technique. Maybe Mr. Yamada became a member of board member of ALS Alliance. It is very difficult to master the lip communication for a caregiver because one reason is Japanese language structure. For example, in English, it is difficult that da 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 da. It is not difficult da 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 da. Or it is easy da 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 da. It is not easy da 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 da. So the listener can imagine the conclusion of conversation. But in Japanese, the speaker said, the patient said, da 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 da. I don't think so. Da 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 da. I think so. So the listener or caregiver don't expect the conclusion in advance. No, advance. So the caregiver understands the conclusion, the first stage of conversation. So this makes a misunderstanding between patient and caregivers. It is a problem. And okay, then my presentation is over.
Thank you so much.
No questions are welcome.
Because we have a poor English ability. Sometimes I envy you, all of you. Mother tongue is English.
So I was actually shocked by the video because even though you're all the way across from the world from us, I still see a lot of similarities of what goes on in a daily life of a patient with ALS, even in Japan. And I think it's beautiful how you made that video and showed us the struggle and the real day-to-day, but also his hope and his happiness to live with that disease and his decision. I'm actually curious about this thing that came up in the video several times, and the caregivers were saying he didn't trust us. Is that a cultural thing? Is that, because I didn't understand why it took him so long to trust his caregivers, which are now basically part of his family, right?
Nowadays, a patient can designate the caregiver. That system is be established. Yes.
Okay.
I think we need the time for everything.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
I saw 3 caretakers. I saw 2 interpreters. Do you have enough staff to be able to help over there? Because in Holland, it's very difficult to even find one nurse on one ALS patient. So is that not a problem in your country?
She's referring that she saw like 5 people caring for Mr. Yamada. Do you have enough staff for the rest 8,000 patients, or can you actually do that for every patient there?
I think Mr. Yamada are living with 6 caregivers, and always 2 people are with him. And they are practicing every day how to learn lip speaking and more.
Can you give that to more patients in Japan?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Wow.
A lot of patients.
For every ALS patient?
For every ALS patient?
For 8,000 ALS patients in Japan, there's so much...
It depends on the case. It is very difficult to have a lot of time which caregiver give a service to a patient. But every patient is struggling to negotiate the local government. Is that me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because in this scheme, long-term care nursing services, the government and the municipal are paying the half, and the other half tax or other income. And all Japanese people over 40 pays something. It depends on their income. So I think there are a lot of patients using this system, this insurance schemes. But also there are few people who are living without caregivers, without family. That is the problem, I think. I think everyone can make their life with many help.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much, Hitomi and Katsushi. Everybody, please, a round of applause.
Sorry. Thank you.